Hey guys, so glad you could be here with us today for our daily devotional. Yesterday, Pastor John had a tremendous message going through Philippians 3, but he was also using some scripture from other portions of the Bible as well. And one of those passages that he used came out of Luke 14, where he was talking about Jesus teaching that we must consider the cost. We must calculate the cost of following him. And we must discover that Jesus is worth the cost to follow him. Now, last night I was reading my Bible and I happened to be in Luke 14, the same passage. And it's very interesting because as Jesus is teaching his disciples and everybody that they must consider and calculate the cost, he goes on at the end of this to tell them what the cost is. And I'm sure it caught many of them off guard. This is Luke 14, verse 33. After telling them they must calculate the cost, he says, "In the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be my disciple." So Jesus says you have to calculate the cost of what it means to follow me. And he goes, and here's the cost, everything. It's going to cost you everything to follow me. Now that's really radical. Because I think so often we think of, well, following Jesus is just saying in my heart, okay, Jesus, I believe in you. You're the Lord now. But it's so much more than that. It is a total commitment to follow him, to submit to him, to surrender to him every area of our lives. And I just think it's such a helpful thing for us to do, to really test ourselves against that and say, are there areas of my life that I have not fully given over to Jesus? Because Jesus also said, you cannot serve two masters. That means that I can't serve Jesus and follow him and at the same time cling to my money and say, I want to use my money for myself, or cling to my possessions, cling to anything. I have to fully surrender control of all parts of my life over to him completely. And so it is really good, I think, for us to look and say, are there areas where I'm not fully surrendered to Jesus? Are there areas where I'm living selfishly or I'm ignoring some of Jesus's teachings? Just to make sure that we understand that this is the cost. The cost is full devotion. No half-heartedness. No, I'm partly in, partly out. No, I'll give you most, but I want to hang on to this. It's all or nothing. But I think the beautiful thing, and this is what ties us back to what Pastor John spoke about yesterday, is in the midst of this, when Jesus says that the cost is everything, he also has the assumption that we will understand that the reward is greater than the cost. And that is the fact. That is the reality. Jesus asks us for everything. He demands everything from us, but he offers more than everything in return. The cost is well worth it to give up everything to gain Jesus and to gain that relationship with him. So I pray that we'll meditate and see the value and the worth and the beauty of Jesus, and that it will drive us to willingly and joyfully lay everything down, consider the cost and say, yes, Jesus, I find you worthy of the cost. You may have everything. And just pray that he'll show to us those areas where we're holding anything back, that we might gladly give it over to him for his glory. God bless you. I hope that you're having a great week, and we look forward to chatting again tomorrow.